Hey, what's up, YouTubers? As you can see, I'm rolling with 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras today. I want to show you guys what the best mount system is for you, whether it's on the side of the helmet, low helmet, I know I'm missing up top, or a Chesty. I'm going to show you sections of road and dirt and really rocky stuff and into some awesome canyons. So stay tuned and see what position on your head you like your camera. Oh man. Now today I'm heading solo into the wild black yonder. We've got a major dust storm up there ahead, a lot of rain, really dark and foreboding clouds. This could get exciting. You know what? I've had enough of the road. We've seen the road. Let's come over here. Let's get where I enjoy riding a little more than the road. What you might be wondering is what are the cameras you're using? Well, this one here is a GoPro Hero 1. I've got a Hero 2 on my chest. I've got a Hero 2 on my chin bar, dangling low. That's where I usually like my placement. And I've got a Sony Action Cam AS15 on the side of my helmet here. Some say that it's unwise to go into a wash when there's rain about, especially in southern Utah because of the flash floods. And they're probably right. Some washboard for you. A good washboard.
Okay guys, before we get too far into this video, I'd like to just point out the pros and cons of each of these and then let you see for yourself. The Chesty on the upper left, sitting down shows a pretty good panorama. You get a good view of the side. You do get lots of sky, which looks really good, and when you stand up, it does show great action for the bike. Kind of a neutral as it gets less shake than the others, but it's still not the best for shakiness. And two of the cons are it shows a lot of the bars, lots of the bars, and it doesn't look where you go. Another thing is, if you're motovlogging, it is difficult to mic up. For somebody who's doing motocross or something like that, I would say that this is probably the best view for action or dirt. If you don't have a big tank bag or a windscreen, then this is a great option. On to the upper right, that's the rear view. Now this is kind of, it's not a helmet mount, but still, let's talk about it. Some of the pros are it's a cool view for an alternative shot that mixes your video up, it looks good. It is a great secondary view. But the cons are it is massively shaky off-road. It can be boring for the entire video. It basically is going to show your crotch when you're standing up, and it's nearly impossible to mic up safely. So this is not going to be your primary view, but what it is best for is it's best for your secondary camera view to mix things up and just give your viewers a little bit of something to look at that's a little more interesting than just what you're looking at. Alright, the bottom left, this is the side of the helmet with the Sony Action Cam. Now this is smooth as butter, especially with the Sony steady shot turned on. It does kind of give that floating effect with that turned on, but with that turned off, it's still the most steady view because it's closest to the axis of your head. And on the side of the helmet, most cameras actually mount easiest here, except for the GoPro. The GoPro, it's not a good place to mount the GoPro because you've got to use all of your arm pieces and get it hanging off there, and then the arm can flex and things like that. Another con for that is the high placement makes getting the bars and the sky in shot pretty difficult. You've either got to angle it down or angle it up to get one or the other. You can't have both. You do lose a little bit of screen real estate with the side of your helmet being in the shot. And another thing that a lot of people don't like, including myself, is everything is off-center. However, this is the best setup by far for smoothness. If you're looking for a very smooth shot, nothing's going to be better. And honestly, with steady shot on and the ability for the Sony in particular to do 60 frames per second at 1080p, it's really tempting to actually switch to that mode. Even though there are some other cons, that smooth, steady shot, it's a lot less jarring, and it's really pleasant to watch if you don't mind the helmet kind of bobbing around at the side of your screen. And now for the bottom right, that's the chin bar. This is a great option if you want to get the bars and see what the bike is doing, as well as a nice panorama of the sky. It is a nice medium view between action and seeing the scenery ahead. So for dual sporters, I highly recommend this one. The cons are it is probably the shakiest of all the options. When it dangles low like mine does, it does bump into the chest or your shoulder when you're turning your head. It is hard to set your helmet down with your camera like that. And once in a while, the arm on the GoPro can flex and kind of ruin your angle that you've set up. It should be looking straight ahead, just like your eyeballs at the same plane. So that is my personal choice, and I'll probably stick with that, and maybe, you know, vary between that and the steady shot on the Sony Action Cam. So there you have it, guys. Enjoy the rest of the video.
We gotta cut the show. Sorry, bro. Fight outside. What? We can't do it no more. We can't do the show anymore.